Hey buddies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon. Today I'm bringing you some news. Now, one of the most interesting things I found from the UK Games Expo when I was meeting fans in person was they said, oh yeah, I like your stuff. And oh, what do you like? And they like the news stuff. They like the stuff coming soon. So I happened to pick this up. I do have other things to show you too, but this is just for to Ares. I went to the UK Games Expo. I hadn't seen Ares before. I mean, I knew about Ares, but they had a new War of the Ring card game that I wanted to see. So I'm just going to quickly go through this. Now, the War of the Ring card game was in a sealed glass container that no one could play. I have messaged the designer since. I think it is at another convention. So firstly, we have Black Rose Wars. Now, it looks amazing from the art, and I have seen this before, but I've never played it. There's also an expansion now, so there's that. I know that was on Kickstarter, I believe. This is a game called Last Aura, competitive post-apocalyptic board game. 1 to 4 players set after a war that transformed the world in a frozen, desolate wasteland. And they have an expansion for that too. We have Masters of the Night, history exiled you from castles and crypts long ago. This new century of wandering sections. Some more minis in all of these games so far. And then Dungeonology, a typical dungeon crawler, where you'll play a scholar sent to study unlikely places populated by mythic races, similar to a game I'm creating. The game is not to free them from hordes of monsters or to collect treasure and magical weapons. Our hero's job will be to study creature habits, take notes, and stay under cover. Wow, that sounds cool. Quartermaster General, I heard all about this in the past. It's a 2 to 6 player game that puts you in a world of major powers, the Second World War. Quartermaster General supply is crucial to keep your armies and navies fighting, destroy your enemy supply lines and their forces. This sounds like other games I've played, such as Peterson games in particular. So that sounds rather interesting. I obviously got an expansion already for that. Sword and Sorcery, now I know a little bit about this, but not much. Leads you through a dark fantasy tale in the best-selling Immortal Souls. 1 to 5 players take control of heroes awakened and explores exploration, adventure to forge the ultimate heroic fantasy board game. In this 4K video, if you enjoy this, please subscribe, hit the notification bell and share. Moving on to War of the Ring. Now, I do have War of the Ring, I do have Warriors, and so you may recall from my other videos, I said, what expansion should I get, Roberto, who is the designer of War of the Ring, or one of the 3 designers? And he said, Warriors and Middle-earth. So those ones I went for. But this is the newest one, so I don't know when this comes out. The role of the rulers of the 3 peoples and their weaknesses is the focus of Kings of Middle-earth. The 3rd expansion for War of the Ring. Oh, there we go. New figures are brought like Theoden, Denethor, Dane, Brain. Okay, and Theoden. Okay, additional rules for siege battles include siege machine figures, and new units to expand the shadow armies are included. Includes new characters. We have Elrond, Galadriel, we have Smeagol, Gothmog, and the powerful Balrog, as well as alternate versions of Gandalf, the Witch King, and the Mouth of Sauron. New action dice included, and alternate versions of the Companions of the Fellowship. Warriors adds to the game warriors and creatures previously only as event cards. Ents, dead men, great eagles, corsairs, dundlings, giant spiders, new mechanics introduced, factions dice, and faction events, together with many figures. So there we go. So this is getting painted, as you may recall. Please check out my Lord of the Rings video for that. I'll pop this in there too. Hunt the Ring, hidden movement, deduction, adventure, faithfully recreating the initial chapters of Lord of the Ring. This does sound interesting. There's a new Light and Shadow, first expansion. Okay, very cool. Conan, now I don't know a little bit about this, if that was the Kickstarter one. It does say FFG on it though. So, in the age of strife and sorcery, powerful Aquilona, sorceress and ancient Hyperborea, majestic Truan fight each other for supremacy in the age of heroism and misdeeds. Okay, huge board, 170 figures, hundreds of cards. BSG, so Battlestar Galactica Starship Battles. After 4,571 days, the Cylon War ended with a sudden armistice. Okay, so what's going on here? It's a combat miniature game based on the TV series. So here we go. We have classic tactical skirmish stuff with your line rulers. So if you're interested in that, check that out. If you are interested in that kind of stuff and this kind of stuff, also check out my The Walking Dead All-Out War video. Okay, it's a sail and fight with massive ships in the Sails of Glory. A game system allows players to recreate naval battles in the Age of Sail using cards and pre-painted assembled ship miniatures. And here we are. Very cool. Well, Wings of Glory. Okay, so what's going on here? It's game system to create aerial combat. All right, so it looks a bit like big X-wingy like. That's that. What else do we have in here? Wings of Glory 2, funny enough. Looks very similar. Then we have Last Friday, hidden movement deduction game, 2 to 6 players and 4 chapters. We have a 2 to 8 player secret role kind of game here. Van Helsing and Sherlock Holmes. We've got Master of the Galaxy. Okay, what kind of game is this? It is... Okay, yeah, cool. It's a 4X drafting game. And then Nightmarium, the revised edition is in here too. It's a fast-playing card game, 2 to 5 players, but terrifying creatures at ages 10 plus, 10 minutes, 2 to 5 players. And there we are. So, hopefully you found that of interest. I've got other stuff to bring you as well. And yeah, enjoy your summer. And yeah, back to the table.